This year's Call of Duty campaign is an unfortunate misfire. This is one of the best COD campaigns. When a game gets stuck in the review limbo, it's safe to assume that personal preference plays a big role on each individual's enjoyment of said game. Except for Jackson Abar, Lewis Cunningham, McDarker Gaming, Scott Edwards, and Leonard White Jr., who all seem to have very similar thoughts and feelings about this game. So, is this a Call of Duty or a Call of Duty? To give you a good understanding of the overall experience, I need to break this video up into bite-sized pieces. First, I will dive into the campaign. Is it a campaign or a campaign? I'm really feeling these word jokes today, I'm so sorry. The breakdown, as always, will be story, gameplay, graphics, and performance. And we can roll into the meat and potatoes of the multiplayer at the end of the video. Make sure to check out the timestamps at the bottom of the video if you'd like to skip to a part that you are particularly interested in. I would like to be transparent and say that I am enjoying this game, but it does have its flaws. The latest installment of Call of Duty campaign, Modern Warfare 2 again is an enjoyable, cinematic, action-packed fictional experience that mixes in some fan-favorite characters in a brand new story. Although the game jumps from character to character, the overall plot is pretty easy to follow. Each of the characters has their own charm they bring to the table, even the villains. The story has some twists and turns, nothing it would win an Oscar over, but it's honestly fitting for this style of game. The over-the-top scenes are meant to put you in action-packed situations, which are mostly scripted and smoothly executed for the most part, giving you a feel of being in a movie like Die Hard, Fast and Furious, or Extraction. The biggest letdown of the entire campaign was, well, the ending. Not the fact that it ended, but the way that it ended. Without spoiling the game, it was lackluster and anticlimactic. The post-credit cutscene, on the other hand, was way better than the ending. If you are looking for an accurately represented military sim story, this game will absolutely let you down. This is where the personal preference thing hits hard on whether or not you'd enjoy this campaign. Hey, really quick, this will only take a second, I'm sorry. Look, SOMEDUDEMIKE on YouTube, he edits all of my midweek videos and does a phenomenal job, as you can see. Amazing quality COD and other gaming videos over on his channel, so go check it out. Okay, bye. Moving on to the gameplay, I gotta say the first 4 to 5 hours of this game felt like a masterpiece. The scripted fights transitioned smoothly. The game stayed away from getting stale by avoiding throwing waves and waves of enemies at you, having you hold down an area for too long. It was progressing through the story at a great pace, and then it slowed down and went downhill a little bit. It's McGee. They added missions that tried to introduce new mechanics and just felt really out of place. Almost like they were trying a little too hard to put something new in the game that didn't quite fit. There were also several times during those missions where I couldn't tell what the game wanted me to do, whether it was go stealth or engage in a gunfight. And to couple that, they sprinkled in some enemies whose time to kill was 28 minutes each due to their insane amounts of armor. I thought I was fighting an entire legion of juggernauts at one point. Clunky mechanics like that interrupted the flow of the game and took me out of my masterpiece fantasy. Overall, the gameplay was smooth, hit registration was on point, they presented you with a wide variety of weapons to try out, weapon bloom was not overbearing, and besides those bumps in the road that I mentioned, it was fun and worth playing through. The graphics in this game are beyond beautiful. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Water effects are awesome, the characters' facial expressions made sense and were beautifully executed, coupling their vocal expressions, and the settings that you were taken through were varied and aesthetically pleasing. As far as performance goes, surprisingly, I did not have any issues. I heard horror stories from fellow PC users reporting a ridiculous amount of crashes, and from my console compadres, I've heard many game glitches, some even game breaking. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on Steam seems to be the most reliable way to play the game. Do I recommend this game? Paying full price just to play the campaign with no multiplayer? Absolutely not. The campaign is fun, but it's short and not worth $70. Now for the multiplayer. Let's keep it concise. I'm gonna take you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good: hit registration, graphics, bountiful, map, mode, utility, and weapon variety, and lots of features to look forward to. Oh no. The bad: this map right here. Why does this exist? Skill-based matchmaking is also way too overtuned. You have one good game and for the next 5 games you can expect to get slapped in the face with your own breasts. Another thing is that the gameplay is not as fast as previous titles. Now, for me, this isn't necessarily bad. I like having a more methodical experience, kind of like a baby between Rainbow Six and Call of Duty, but a lot of veteran COD players have been complaining about the slower paced gameplay. The ugly: this map again. Fuck this map. This game is a classic Call of Duty experience. Play through and enjoy the campaign, then hop onto multiplayer. Get called all sorts of obscene names, grind out with your buddies, have a good time, get on a 17 one more game streak, and hate your life in the morning when you have to get up for work on 2 hours of sleep. Let's fucking go. If this sounds like your kind of thing, I would actually recommend this game. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more like this in the future. Hope you had fun as we dove into the depths of Call of Duty. Have a wonderful rest of your night, day, afternoon, whatever time it is in your time zone, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.